What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jesse. I am the Lazy Sniper. It's been a while since I made a video. Been a lot going on in the last year and a half, so I haven't had the time to, nor the motivation to make anything. But now I'm home, things are getting back to normal, kind of getting back into the swing of things. I wanted to talk about my current NRL match rifle. How I have it set up, how I have it for me, the way I like it, everything that's on the rifle, all the upgrades that I've done to my rifle in order for me to really enjoy shooting this build as much as I do. So at its core, this is a 308 Sig Cross. It obviously has had some major changes to it at this point in time. When I did my first updated video on this, it was taken down because it was alleged that I was selling my rifle. This rifle is not for sale, nor is any of the parts or gear that I'm showing. So just to preface that, YouTube, I'm not selling any portion of the gear in this video. Okay, nothing is for sale. This is just show and tell. Awesome. Anyways, so the base rifle is my Sig Cross. Now, we're gonna start at the back. At the back, we actually have a bag rider. This is an Angry Goat bag rider. I just started using this recently, so this is very new. I haven't shot it in competition yet, but already after shooting it, it is phenomenal. So especially just feel, for me, getting it on the bag. The stock, or what comes on the original Sig Cross, is not really a bag rider. It's a rest. You can't even call it a rest. It's just a piece of plastic. So this is a huge improvement. I don't know if it will fit on the buttstock that comes on the Sig Cross PRS. I'm sure it will. But if you don't have a bag rider on your Sig Cross, the Angry Goat is awesome. Highly recommend that. Moving up, an MDT vertical foregrip speaks for itself. I love the MDT grips. This one works great. A lot of people have asked if I'm going to upgrade my safety for the thumb rest that goes on the Sig. I just like the way the gun feels now. I don't feel like changing this, at least on this rifle, at least on this cross. I don't have a second one yet. I will eventually be getting a Sig Cross PRS. But don't know when that's going to be. I've got another project rifle coming up very quickly. On top is the Leupold Mark IV HD 6-24 by 52 with the PR2 mil reticle. This was an easy pick. When this optic first came out, was it almost two years ago now? Or over 2 years ago now? They were super hard to get. As soon as I was able to get one, I got one. And I love this optic. I love Leupolds, so I will always have one of these, if not more, of these optics. I would love to get more. I only have one right now, so in the future I will definitely be getting more when I have the ability to. Moving up the rifle. On the front here, this is just a Bison 2-round holder, just in case. Most of the mags that I run in competition are 10-rounders, and there are stages that end up being 12 rounds. So if I don't feel like running a mag change or needing to do a mag change, I always have rounds in here during the competition, just in case in the off chance that I run out of ammo on a stage, so I can use those in case I have a light primer strike, a malfunction, where I have to drop my mag and put an empty mag in. I have 2 rounds here that I can go to. I have a couple of generic mounts up front. This is just a 5-inch Arca in the back, because my current Bipod, which I'm going to get to, uses a different mounting system, and I have a different solution for it that I'm going to be using for one of my other rifles, and I'll show you guys in another video. But on the rails, I have 4 weights currently. This rifle is sitting just a little over competition weight right now, and that was for some bench press accuracy shooting that I was doing a couple months ago. I was just for grouping some ammunition that I was testing. Excuse me. But other than that, when I take these 2 back weights off right here, this rifle sits at almost exactly 12 pounds, just underneath 12 pounds, which is the NRL open light and factory weight for this gun. This gun is not factory anymore, obviously, because it has an upgraded barrel and a bunch of other modifications to it. But the biggest thing being the barrel. The barrel is a 22-inch straight fluted Shaw barrel. I can't say enough good things about this barrel. It took my 16-inch bull barrel, which was the stock barrel from SIG, which was, I would say it was a 1 MOA to sub MOA gun. As a for me as a shooter, I'm not the best shooter in the world. I'm sure someone could have shot that barrel tighter in grouping, but no matter the ammo, I could never quite go below I think 0.8 was kind of like was about the tightest group that I was ever able to do with this. Once I had this barrel broken in, this gun shoots half MOA or better now. This barrel and this gun combo is awesome. It runs so good. This barrel is kind of hitting its peak right now, so I'm going to try and maximize the performance out of this for as long as I can. And I will probably end up getting another barrel from shop when this one goes out. Now, if it'll be in 308, possibly. I love shooting 308. It's what I shoot for my service cartridge for the military, and I just love the ballistic. I love the ballistic effects of 308. So that's a round that I enjoy shooting a lot. I'm just now getting into shooting 6.5 Creedmoor, and that's not for not wanting to over the past few years. It's just that I haven't had the ability to. I did have a 6.5 Creedmoor rifle a couple of years ago. I ended up selling that. It wasn't because I didn't want to shoot it. It's because 6.5 was so popular. Everyone was shooting 6.5. And it made it less convenient to get ammo than it was for getting the 7.62 or 308 rounds that I shoot and like to shoot. So I did it pretty much for just ease of shooting. It wasn't for like or dislike of 6.5 Creedmoor. But if I enjoy shooting 6.5 Creedmoor as much as I love shooting 308, I might end up getting, maybe I'll get a 6.5 Creedmoor barrel and a 308 barrel. That way I can go back and forth whenever I want. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Exchanging a barrel on Sig Cross, at least on this one, is not terribly difficult, but I just have a gunsmith do it. That way I don't mess anything up on my rifle. On the bottom here, the Bipod. This is a Gunworks Elevate 2. Get this out of the way here. So Gunworks Elevate Gen 2 bipod. I really like this bipod. It's super lightweight in comparison to a lot of other bipods out there. It articulates very well, so I have a very wide stance. I have, a more medium stance, and then I have a narrow stance, so I can sit kind of tall. And this is just from without any leg extensions. The legs do only sit at 90 degrees and then collapsed, which is fine. Nothing super crazy as far as forward and backward movement on the bipod legs. Now, the leg articulation themselves going out, they have a collar system, much like you would find on a tripod, to where they can extend, which gives you about 4.5 to 5 inches there, if not a little bit more. And then on the base right here, there is a button which extends the legs and then locks them in. They are notched back there. So overall, it gives you about 18 to 20 inches of height, depending on the position that you're actually in for using the bipod. You can actually build a decently high shooting platform. I think comparison was done side by side, has been done side by side with the MDT Skypod, the double pull, not the triple pull. And they're very similar in height, quality, different materials, different manufacturer, and definitely a difference in cost. If you're talking about how much these would cost versus this cost versus how much the MDT Skypod costs, you're looking at a much different change of cost for gun parts. Now, I don't think you're buying a brand when you buy MDT. You're definitely buying a reputation of a extremely reliable part, as well as a extremely good brand. So MDT is one of those brands where you buy once and you cry once. And I completely understand and agree with that, because that's just how it is when it comes to quality gear. Buy once, cry once. Unless you're like me or thousands of other people that like guns and like collecting guns and like shooting guns, then you buy things and cry very often, or as often as you can afford to cry. Very lastly, on the end is our muzzle brake. Excuse me. This is a Hawkins Precision 4-port muzzle brake. Self-timing back here. And it's a great muzzle brake. It's super lightweight. I think it weighs like 3.5 ounces. I haven't put it on the scale, but this is a great muzzle brake, and I've really enjoyed shooting it. I have shot this rifle suppressed, and I do have a can that I can put on here, depending on the match that I'm shooting. But I don't intend on shooting this rifle suppressed unless I'm going hunting with someone that wants to shoot suppressed, or if for some reason I get the inclination to shoot this rifle suppressed. But other than that, this is my current NRL competition rifle, and I've got another rifle I'm going to be starting here very soon. I'll have another video I'm going to be doing about that coming out very shortly. But thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, leave them down in the comments, and I will see you next time.